Sitting here, Layten Gloss again. First time in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Jeez, how you been in this time?
No, good. Just over this whole COVID thing. That's all. Really over it.
What you been doing in your time off from the ring?
Just work, hey. Just concentrating on my life, building. That's about it. And obviously just got back into the training this year. So, yeah.
Well, the reason I'm here, there's a fight coming up, 28th of May, Santon Convention Centre. What more can you tell us about the fight?
Not much. Just the guy we're fighting is number one in the division, bantamweight. We've gone up a weight division. Harry thinks that's the best thing for us, and I just listen to him, do whatever he says, and yeah, gonna make a statement.
Last time we did a post-fight interview straight after your fight where you stopped Arnold Labisi, was that you doing really well under Coach Harry. Has that continued?
Oh, definitely. You know, he gives me his time, his attention, and that, I think, as a boxer, that all boxers, that's what you want. So he's like a, I wouldn't say like a father figure, he's like a brother, because we're quite close. So yeah, he's helped me a lot. He really has helped me a lot.
What's been the biggest difference this year? I mean, do you feel like you can, get a couple of fights in now? Are you happy to be back?
Well, with all these regulations and stuff with the COVID, I hope like boxing like improves, gets more fights, more tournaments. But I'm pushing for at least 3 fights this year, at least. Maybe a regional title, SA title, anything. I'm just as long as I fight, I'm happy. I just want to train hard and fight.
One thing you'll always be compared to is your family members.
Yeah.
You're from a fighting family. Holding the name up, do you feel the pressure?
Not really. Like, I've said it too many times. Like all of us, we've known for our heart. Like we've got lots of heart. We go there to fight, make a statement. We want to please the crowd, please the promoters, so they give us more fights. So I don't feel like there's pressure, because we all support each other. We're all on the same level. There's no this one's better than that one. So yeah.
And you play Call of Duty, you told me earlier. Because I've actually mentioned this to DJ in a previous interview as well, because I played Call of Duty with DJ. I mean, who's the better of the two of you guys at Call of Duty?
He likes Battle Royale. I can't stand it because I'm terrible. But Plunder, I kick his ass.
So, yeah. Just so that he knows, and he's obviously going to watch this as well.
Yeah, he better watch it. But he helps me a lot. No, he's always like, oh, you need this loadout and you need that. So before we go into Battle Royale, I always tune the Oaks, they better get their syringes ready so they can revive me. But yeah, no, we play quite often, and that's how we keep in touch. We don't really talk often, but now that we've started playing together, we talk almost every day, which I love. That's the best thing.
So when you guys talk about things, I mean, obviously you can't give away exactly what you talk about. But what boxing things do you talk about?
Local boxing. DJ loves local boxing. We're always talking about, like the other day, we just spoke about it, the Tulani and Jabulani fight. We're talking about that. Also, we're talking about Ronald Malindi. So yeah, it's mainly local boxing, and then also if I'm asking him about training and he's asking me about training, and he loves Harry. He thinks Harry's the best thing since sliced bread, which maybe is not wrong.
So does that give you confidence, at least knowing? Because TJ's a world champion, he should know what's happening.
Yeah, no, you know what, I can always go to him, I can send him a message or give him a phone call. He might not reply straight away, but when he does reply, he gives me he always gives me good advice, always behind me, always in my corner, so that's good.
And in your life, do you ever anticipate, maybe going overseas one day?
So it was actually a plan before COVID. Oh, sorry. Okay. My girlfriend and I wanted to go have a visit, and then also I have a friend who's in between Portugal and UK, so we wanted to go check the scene out there. But I think once we get the opportunity, I don't want to go there as a nobody. I want to make a name for myself, become a champion, and then I'm definitely going to go over.
So this year, I mean, win this fight, and then do you want to, maybe a regional title first, starting off a bit small, win a smaller belt?
Yeah, I'm not in a rush. I'm young. I love boxing. It's literally been in my family since. So I'm not in a rush. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. Just as long as I make my family, people who support me, sponsors, friends, I'm easy. Just as long as they're happy, I'm happy.
But I mean, for you and your accomplishments, do you look at anything this year?
For me personally, I think every boxer wants to become a champion, wants to rack up the belts, all the straps. So for me personally, I want to get at least a belt behind my name.
This year or
this year?
Okay, this year?
No, just as long as Harry says we can do it, I believe in everything he tells me. So if he tells me, this and this, that's what we do.
And in terms of the conditions of the gym, fitting in with, it's not just Harry that you have to get along with, it's the team and everyone there.
It's like a brotherhood. We're a family there. All the coaches, we always joke around. They used to call me fatty, now I'm skinny. So no, we've got a very, very good relationship. There's no egos. Everyone's friends. We all help each other. When I was training in the afternoons with the guys, after every training session, whether you're tired or feeling like you just got out the shower, we all run together. Tommy's also just joined our camp, so we always running together, talking, making jokes. No, it's really like a brotherhood. We've got a very good relationship at the gym.
And in terms of the team growing, because I know Harry did mention like there are a couple of like guys like Tommy. You mentioned he's a high profile name. Do you see more people like that coming along?
I hope so, because I think we all good in our own ways. So I think if they realize how good Harry is and how much he can actually give you as an individual, then I think we will get a lot more fighters or even people who just are interested in boxing. So yeah, I hope the team does grow, because it's always nice to have a massive team.
How do you feel about no crowds? Because you usually come with a crowd.
That's the thing. I won't say I'm stressing, but I'm quite nervous. I don't know how to take it. I guess we'll see on the day. But I won't let it affect my performance. I always go to put up a show. I always say my heart's bigger than most people's bodies, so hopefully it's televised and everyone can see.
Well, one of the things that a couple of the guys that have told me from the experience is like it's a sparring session, but obviously a lot more intense because you can hear every shot. And it's from a spectator, like also myself personally, just like watching ringside, the punches are louder, the impact, does that...
I don't think that... I think the crowd, like, almost eases the tension, doesn't make you as nervous. So I think it's going to be a bit of an experience, but, there's always going to be challenges or potholes, so we just have to take it and move on from there.
Now, Sanson Convention Centre is actually quite a nice venue. I've been there once, actually, to watch boxing. Have you been there before?
Never. Maybe for something other than boxing, but not for boxing. Yeah.
Do you look for...
I'm actually very, very keen. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I'm very, very keen. I haven't fought since 2019, since I stopped Arnold. So like I said, I just want to go in, I want to box, I want to have fun, and definitely make a statement. I think the small weights in SA are quite, how do I put it?
I'd say they're competitive.
Very competitive. Like there's not like, if you look at the top 10 in all the in all the weight categories, they're all good. They're there for a reason. So I think it is going to be a hard division. We've got so many talented boxers, but I'm also ranked. I also want to climb up the ladder. I also want to stop Oaks and win belts.
Well, one of the things that you did was you lost to Lobisi early in your career and you came back and won. Is the Malajika fight in the back of your mind?
Oh, definitely. I actually consider him as a good mate. I think he's a very, very good Oak. Trains hard, but if the opportunity presents itself, I'm definitely going to fight him. And win or lose, it's going to be a good fight. Because he is a tough opponent, very skillful, very good. But I think that just makes you better as a boxer and as a person.
When you watched his last fight, did it give you confidence that there are flaws in his game?
Yes and no. You can't take a look at my fight and say, oh, but Layten did this wrong and that wrong. Every fight is different. I feel like you can have a game plan, but it's going to change just as fast as you made it. So, we get a game plan, we go in for it. And I think with Harry, I definitely think we can beat him, because he is a skillful boxer, but everyone's got flaws. There's always going to be the next boxer or the next person better than you. So, yeah, hopefully we can get a rematch.
And how do you approach the next step? So you go ahead, you win this fight. Do you just kind of listen to what Harry has to say and advise you, or do you have an opinion in the decision-making process?
Yeah, we've got a good understanding, but when it comes to training and stuff, he knows what he's doing, and I take every little bit of advice. Like last night after sparring, he told me, put plastic on, go run outside. I did lampposts. So whatever he tells me, I do it. He's very, very good to me, and I do appreciate him. He's helped me a lot. He's helped me come a long way. What I learned from him, I just put it in the bag. I just take it with me.
And do you have any names apart from Malajika, obviously, that I mentioned, that you want to go out there and potentially match in the not too distant future?
Not really, but if anyone wants to fight, they can definitely come. I don't shy away from any fight or any challenge. So, yeah, Layten's here.
What's your message for Michael before you guys step in the ring?
Just hope that he doesn't get sick. This COVID thing is real, and hope he stays healthy, and I'll check him at the weigh-in.
And then just lastly from you, do you have a thank you, shout out for anybody?
Just a massive, massive, massive thank you to my girlfriend. She's honestly my rock. My mom, my dad, my brother, and then obviously Coach Harry helps me a lot. And yeah, all my supporters, my sponsors, obviously, and all the fans, all the guys who come support us, make it happen. So yeah, that's me.